Getting more of this done. I'm going to have to go for one moment. I'll be right back. And there we go. Resumed. Resuming. It's not a big deal. We're just resuming. Man, I gotta stop talking like that. Jeez. Okay. All right. Now I gotta set up the camera. Set up the camera right. Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on. Jeez. All right. Oh my God. Here we go. Maybe. Jeez. All right. That looks pretty good. All right, we're good. We're live. We're good. We're good. We're live. We're good. We're good and we're live. Talk in my normal voice. Talk in my normal voice. Talking in my normal voice today. Diggy do da do. Diggy dogga diggy da do. Just gonna warm up on the thing and such. Hey, what is it? Anna Scott, 1998. Hi, how are you? Hi, do you watch Stranger Things? Yeah, absolutely. I live my life by it, Anna. I live my life by it. Not even kidding. 11 is the love of my life. She is my soulmate. Snuggle Snitch Crockett. Oh, Snuggle Snitch Crochet. There we go. Snuggle Stitch Crochet. Can you draw Jujutsu Kaisen? Bro. You know, it's funny you mention that because oops, wrong one. It's funny you mention that because I drew that yesterday or the day before, something like that. There's your Jujutsu Kaisen. That's for you. Already did that one. This is Sakura, I think. So there you go. There's that. That one's for you. Maybe I'll draw something else along the lines. I don't know. Cool. Cool. Can you will? What? Anna Scott? What does that mean? Cool. Can you will? I don't know. Oh, can you do will? Oh, I think that's what you meant. Like will. The yeah. Noah Schnape. Yeah, I know what you mean. Bro. Did so good. Yeah, I know. Cool. Can you do Noah Schnape? Yeah. Will. I know who you're talking about. Will Byers. His name is Will Byers. His name is Will Byers. All right. Will Byers is hold on one second. I'm trying to read here. That's nice. Yeah, bro. Did so good. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Let's just think. Let's just think for a second. Oh my gosh, this is going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible, dude. It doesn't even look like Will Byers, but I'll try. Whoop. It's Will Byers. Should I stay or should I go now? If I do, there will be trouble. My name's Will Byers. I'm just a little kid. Hey, it's Will Byers, dude. Yeah, sorry, but his real name is Noah. Yeah, bro, I know. We're talking about Will Byers. We're not talking about Noah Snape. Or Noah Schnapp. So there's Will Byers, dude. Make his little puffy jacket. That's fun. That's a funny one. All right, Will Byers. Will Byers. Stranger Things. Hope you like it. Will Byers. That's one. One down. Probably many to go. I'm gonna hang out here for a couple hours today. Because I really want to get this 11 drawing done. Just saying, bro. I want to get this thing done. Oh my goodness. Boom. Do you know the Demogorgon? Mike, Nancy, Steve, Jonathan, Erica, Lucas, Vecna. Do I know them? Yeah, of course I know them. I know all the people on there. We're good friends. We hang out all the time. In my mind. How do you like that? Oh, yeah. Do I know how to draw them? Is that what you're asking? I'm sure I can. I plan on doing a really big Stranger Things drawing soon. I don't know when, but I'll do it. It's going to be great. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm actually Mike's mom. You're funny. Are you Carol Wheeler? I think that's her name. Yeah, Carol. That's funny. Did you watch Stranger Things 5? Did you like it? What did you think? No music today, I don't think. I'm just gonna chill. I put music on yesterday. Let me know if you want some music. I'll do that. If you want me to put some music on, I can do that too. It's fine. I think I've really exhausted, pretty much exhausted this whole thing. I just want to get it done. Just want to get it done. Still need a lot to go though. Might just, I don't know, do something else. Just want to do something else. That's all. That's all I want to do. Come over here. Do a little bit of this. There we go. There you go. Okay. Oh, Artspiration. I've seen you before. Yes. What's up? Yeah, you got phenomenal work, bro. Nah, music not needed if you don't want it. So I'm watching your stream while at work now. I'll be disappearing every now and then. That's cool, bro. Appreciate your viewership. Do you know that song that Billy Bobby Brown sang? Like, let's go back to Indiana circa 1983. Just four boys in the basement, chilling, playing D&D. Ooh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me think. Millie Bobby Brown sang like that. Saying like, let's go back to Indiana circa 83. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure. D&D. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, bud. Heck yeah. That's sick. Okay. I'm gonna just start smudging around, making it look nice, making it look nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. The fun part about this is that you don't really have to be what's the word? Too crazy about it. I don't know. Hi. Okay. Hi, Anna. God dang. Anna's excited, I guess. She wants to say hi, I guess. Are you a young one? Are you a young tyke? She says, yes, I am. Are you from Russia? Definitely young energy. Nice. Young energy, that's cool. 1998. Does that signify that you were born in 1998? And you are not from Russia. Okay. I saw that little like Russian alphabet in the thing. I thought, oh, it might be Russian. I'm not from Russia. I'm from the States. That's rad. What state do you live in? I live in Arizona. I live in Tempe, Arizona. This is right next to Arizona State University. Represent. Represent. Brady Station. Oh, I'm sorry, Brandy Station. That's cool. Brandy Station. Where's Brandy Station? Try to keep it clean. Try to keep it clean over here. Where's Brady Station, dude? Or Brandy. I'm sorry. Where's Brandy Station? If you only could make a deal with... If you only could make a deal with God. We're running up that hill. Running up that thing. Max is the love of my life. We're gonna get married and have 6 little nuggets. Nuggets. Little chicky nuggies. Yeah. Little ginger nuggets. Ginger nuggets. I can only imagine. Max and Zetch nuggets. I can't tell you where I actually live. Sorry. Hey, no worries. I don't care. I could just Google Brandy Station and find out exactly where you are. Pinpoint exactly where you are. JK, bro. I'm not going to do that. Hi, Lil Acheezel. Little Acheezel. That's what I'm going to call you. Like, I don't know how to pronounce that. Little Acheezel. Little Acheezel. Acheezel. Little Acheezel. Little Acheezel. Little Acheezel. Little Acheezel. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's what we do, baby. That's what we do, Papa. That's what we do over here. Whoop. Little smudgy smudge. If only I could marry Max, I would do anything for you. I would die for you, make you my wife. 6 little nuggets. What am I saying? Oh. Chill, dude. Chill. Looking sick, dude. Looking sick with it. Yeah, this is looking great, guys. Looking great. I think after this hand here, I only have a couple more things over here. And I might finish that on a different time. But for the most part, she's almost done. And I'm very happy with it. I thought about giving her a background. Does anybody think I should give her a background? Or just leave it blank? I don't like leaving it blank. Don't know. I'm happy with this, though. Pretty happy with it. I mean, yeah. It looks fine. It all looks good. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Ouch. Mm. Mm. Coolio. All right. What am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? I don't know. Not quite sure yet. So, I don't know. Mm. 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 Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. It's going to be very small. It's very tiny. Detail tiny. Tiny details. I don't know. See, that's hard to do because I need something to prop it up on. Could go up here with it. What do you think? I don't know. A little too left. Oh, okay. So you've got to be over there. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Something like right around there. It's tricky though. It's very tricky because I have to work on the left side. The last guy I got to do is right there. Okay, let's try. I don't know. What should I try? I don't know. Maybe I won't work on this one. So just place it however you find it comfortable. Hey, you know what? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I just might do this. Yes. Yes. In fact, I'm gonna clip it over here. I'm gonna have to clip. I'm gonna have to clip. Know which way around it. Oh, you know what? I got a better idea. A better idea. Paper clip. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I'll do. Okay. Oh, wonderful. That worked out perfectly. Worked out perfectly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, guy. Yeah, guy. Right there. Might be doing a little twisty twist too. I might be twisting. While I'm drawing, I twist. Might be twisting. There we go. Mm-hmm. 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 Now, I was struggling with some of my pens. They were running out on me. Seems to be okay now. Hopefully. Hopefully we can make it through this. pretty good. I'd like to actually start the coloring process of this too. But I have to finish everything in black and white first. Like, I have to outline everything, I mean. So that way I can take a picture of it. I can take a shot of it, and then I can do it digitally if I want to. If that makes sense, right? In fact, I might do that before I color it. Yeah. I have the best camera in the world on my phone. It's kind of crummy, so I got my friend Yaz, who's a professional photographer. And he takes gorgeous photos of anything, of everything. So I'll have him do that on this one before I color it, and then after I color it. Because that way it gives me an opportunity to look back at this style, like this version. And I can go in digitally and make it different. Or I can play around with color schemes. And yeah, be a lot better. Oh, excuse me. Hell, heck. Oh, God. Dying. Oops. Give me a second. Give me a sec. Be fancy. Well, once again, here we go. Another day. Another day of practice and just all practice, really. Both guitar and drawing. It's all practice. Might have to throw some music on because I'm getting a little bored. royalty free music in videos. Okay. The same perspective in this drawing is very good. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. The perspective in this drawing is very good. I appreciate that. Yeah, it looks pretty sick. It's more of like it's kind of like a fisheye. See if I can see it there. Yeah. I purposely tried to make it look like a fisheye. Yeah. It's good stuff. Thank you. Wow, I just found a royalty playlist that's 12 hours long. That's pretty sick, dude. It says it's lo-fi relaxed music. I don't know. We'll give it a try. Yeah, hell yeah, we'll give it a try. Heck yeah, we'll give it a try. Oh my gosh. Not too loud. Well, that's super chill. Ooh, yeah, this is cool. So you know what? Maybe I'll give you a little story time. As we're chillaxing right now during this time. It's just you and me. Just me and you. So this is an original comic that I started making when I was 14. It is called The Texaco Gang. Hello, Anna Scott, Young Energy, 1998. What up? Anna Scott, what's going on? I was just starting to tell a story about this drawing while finding this playlist. Super chill playlist. And so, anyway, this drawing is about I just got a flight to New York City to see Stranger Things. Oh, the play. Yeah. Oh, I forgot what they called that. Drawing a blank. Oh, excuse me. The Shadow or something? Dark Shadow? I can't remember. Shadow's Edge? I don't know. Shadow's Edge. That sounds like a good song title. And you know what? I heard that they're going to be taking, I think they're most definitely taking Amazing. We're not done with Stranger Things. I hope you know that. Ain't no way, ain't no how, man. Here we go. Yeah, back to the story of this drawing. Or the story in general of the comic I started making when I was 14, okay? So, around 14, it was just after 8th grade when I was 13. The summer of 8th grade into 9th grade is a big growth, like, year for me, I guess, like, in the sense of, like, there was just a lot happening, right? And I got very inspired by, well, I think the biggest inspirations for me at that time, I had from yada yada yada, right? So you got the old classics, and then you got the golden age classics like Little Mermaid, stuff like that, Aladdin, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast. I grew up with those big time, right? So I had those influences already, but in the summer of 8th grade into 9th grade, so it must have been around 2001, whose name was Jamie Hewitt. Jamie Hewitt is, if you do not know who Jamie Hewitt is, he is infamous for making the Gorillaz band, okay? The band, the Gorillaz. I was completely floored by that, and I loved his style. I kind of adopted his style more so, or ripped him off. I don't know, whatever you want to look at it. Just kidding. But I love the way he's like, you know, he did his thing. But also, I was heavily influenced on this cartoon. Well, several different cartoons, but there was this cartoon called the Clerks cartoon. And it was like Jay and Silent Bob Clerks, right? Well, they had an animated series that was really cool. That was pretty important at that time. Plus, his movies were important at that time for me too. I think the movie Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back came out that first week of high school, right? So, in fact, I know it did, because that was actually the catalyst point of hanging out in front of the Texaco, right? Me and my friend Ben, this guy over here eating noodles. I'm right here, and then Ben's over here. So Ben and I, we were the OGs. We were like Jay and Silent. It was day one of freshman year of high school. So after Ben and I started hanging out up there, the rest of our friends sort of just joined along, you know. In fact, I remember that first day, I know for certain that a couple of these other people came by and like said hi or whatever, or they were hanging out with other people and they were kind of walking by, and it was a brand new thing. High school was completely brand new to us, so we just thought we needed a hangout spot. Ben and I did. So we hung out there. Frequent, you know, people frequently coming up there. We had in class, you know, we had classes with each other, you know, everybody else. So I guess at some point, maybe a couple weeks later or something, maybe, we all started hanging out there all the time, just us. And that was like a permanent thing. And from that point on, it was completely not. It was like every single day of school of freshman year. So the following year, it just came natural, I guess, to go up there and hang out during our lunch hour and in between classes a lot of times too. Morning times, I remember we went up there in the morning towards like junior year, maybe junior year, sophomore year, or sophomore, junior, and senior year. Sometimes we go up there in the morning. Yada yada. But this was one of the activities we used to do. We used to play hacky sack a lot, and mostly inspired by that guy. That's Jerb, Jerb. I don't think we really called him Jerb too much back then, but yeah, we called him Jer or Jerb. So then, trying to think of what else. Trying to think what else. I'll save that head for last. So Ben and I started hanging out there. Then, shortly after, it was our friend Albert that hung out. And then these three guys here, Kevin, David, and Paul. Kevin, David, and Paul, those guys hung out together as a unit all the time. And they would, hang out in their Kevin's Plymouth. They would smoke and listen to Cottonmouth Kings. And that was kind of their thing. But then they would go get something to eat, and then they'd come over to the Texaco and they would hang out. And then Zeke, he kind of followed me and Ben and Albert. And we were all kind of like a unified thing. Jeremy, best friend here, and best friend Ben. They're all best friends, right? But me and Jer, we used to live next to each other in the same neighborhood. So we were really tied to the hip for a while throughout high school. Jer's brother used to come up there a lot. He had a part in it too. He had a part in the Texaco. Hung out there a lot. But then this guy, he was added on later. He did not hang out with us in high school. His name's Mikey. That's Mikey. We called him Mikey. So Mikey hung out post high school because Mikey, he had to. He went to live with a different. So last time we saw Mikey was in 8th grade. There's a funny story behind that one too. So sometime in mid high school, I think, maybe sophomore year, maybe it was freshman year. I don't know. I can't remember. There was someone or some people that started a rumor, and the rumor got around that he was killed and shot, like Tupac, like he was shot in Vegas or something like that. It was kind of weird. But hey, back then we didn't have smartphones. We didn't look, we didn't have nothing like that. So we just figured the dude was dead. So we were bummed out about that. And we were under the impression that he was no longer with us. For a couple of years, we didn't know that. And then it wasn't until this guy, Jer was working at Burger King. He was working drive-through at Burger King, and Mikey came through. So the story's been told, I believe. If I got it wrong, I don't know. Pretty sure I got it right. Mike came through the Burger King drive-through once when he moved back. So he had moved back. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. 1 second. Hold on. Oops. Cornucopia. Careful of the cornucopia. Okay, back to the story. Don't really have anybody watching right now, but that's okay. I don't care. It's story time. Mikey moves back after high school. He graduates in Florida. He said moves back, and then somewhere right between that time, I think, I can't remember. Shortly after high school, though, he moves back, and then he went to this Burger King where he worked at, or Jerb worked at, and they reunited there, and they were like, "Holy crap!" And Jerb was like, "Oh, dude, I thought you were dead, bro." And he's like, "What?" And then shortly after that, I was hanging out with this other kid at this other kid's house because I was working with this other kid, and then that other kid's best friend was the kid who started the rumor about Mikey. And one day, Mikey came and picked me up from that kid's house, and he ran into that kid and confronted him, and yeah, it was kind of awkward. I was standing right there. I'll never forget that. Standing right in front of him, and it was super awkward. And he just called him out on his BS. But back then it was like, "Oh, you want to fight about it?" Nah, we weren't gonna fight about it. Not unless it was something serious. But I guess you could say that was pretty serious. The guy started a rumor about our friend being dead, so it's funny. In fact, I might incorporate that. Holy cow! I might put that in the script. I think that's a great story. I gotta write that down. 100%. That's hilarious. Yeah, I just wrote that down. I'm gonna put that in the script. That's happening. Anyway, back to us hanging out here. So, Mikey wasn't around throughout high school, but he was post high school. And he's such a character anyway that I put him in here. Embellish the truth a little. There we go. It's funny because this definitely requires a little bit of concentration. I'm working in such a tight area. I'm not sure exactly why I did this on small paper. But I started like these, like a series of these. So I got like 3 other styles of these. So I got that one. Oops. Got that one. We got that one. There we go. So I got that one there. So this one's pretty cool. This is what it looks like colored after. So got that there. Same size paper is what I'm trying to say. And we got this one there too. This one's really sick. Ugh. Anyway, in fact, that's probably what I can do too. When I'm done with this, I got another idea. What was I saying though? What was I saying? Oh, I think somewhere in the middle of freshman year, I decided I wanted to draw my homies here in a short comic. Yeah. Sorry, concentrating. Yeah, anyway. Oh man, that was tough. Woo! Yeah, man, sorry, that required a lot of concentration. Try to get that face right. I still don't think I got it right, but whatever. Don't matter. Just art. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm okay with it. You guys can't see the detail of it that well, but see if you can. Got a homie over there. See him? He's just chilling. Oh shit, my bad. Yeah, the face. Face is hard. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Like the light bulb clicked in my head, and I thought,
these guys would be perfect in my own little cartoon world, right? So I started drawing these guys all the time, and they looked very different from where I ended up drawing them like. There we go. Once I established a good style, I just ran with it, and I started getting better at this stuff when I was in high school, throughout high school. And so, yeah, all the way through senior year. I remember it was such a wild period of my life. It went by very fast. I didn't quite realize it then, because you're young and you just don't understand it, I guess. That one day this wouldn't be, like that we wouldn't be up there. 4 years of our lives, 4 years of my life anyway. I mean, I was up there every single day. So mostly every single day, unless I was sick or we had snow days or something, but whatever. I'm trying to remember, because see, I'll never forget the first day we hung out there. But I'm trying to remember the last day I hung out. I think, I'm almost positive that I hung out there the second to last day of school, because it was broken up. We only had I think 2 days of school, and then graduation was on a Wednesday or something. I can't remember that clearly about it, but I can remember that that's what it was. It was a week of school, but there were 3 days that were half days, and then the last day was a Friday or Saturday where we graduated. Right? Now it's coming back to me a little bit. I haven't thought about this in a long time, so. But I remember that I believe that I went up there, we all hung out there the last day of school, last official day of school. And we were just all right, well, we'll see you next year, stay in touch type of thing, you know what I mean? And for the most part we did, but it was just not going to be all of us up there for however long, for the rest of our lives, up till this point. So, and that was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, man. So yeah, 20 years ago, I was doing my thing in high school. So yeah, this is a comic that I'm basing everything around in high school. So I wanted to have this Stranger Things feel to it, because that's within the last 10 years that really changed my life too. Storytelling. I wanted to be kind of go along that. I've always wanted it to be, before Stranger Things was a thing, I wanted it to be like that anyway, but kind of have some horror element to it, theme to it. There's other characters that I made up that are in, it's just my own world. I'm essentially world building, making my own universe up. So, and since these guys do exist in animation land, animation and imagination land, then anything is possible. So it's not strictly has to be a real, they don't live in the real world necessarily. So anything can happen. Monsters, crazy stuff, I don't know, whatever. Elements of like paranormal, I don't know. That's where I want to go with it, though. As long as the story's good. As long as we got a good story. I don't like these eyes. They're too big. Maybe could have gone a little bit down with this. And down with this. There we go. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's a lot better. Man, I finally have done Kevin. And I went from here to here. What's wild about this particular drawing, too, is I started this back in August of 2025. Sometimes it takes. Sometimes you'll get it back around to it, It'll just take little chunks at a time. I think like this, all the brick and stuff like that all took a long time. It's a little tough. That's a little tough. It's all right, though. You got it. Oh. More lore, a little Texaco lore. TXG is what I call it, but I always called it Texaco. TXG is just a sort of an abbreviation for it. Texaco Gang, Texas TXG Gang, Texaco Gang. But I always refer to it as Texaco. Do a flippy. Little flippy flip. So yeah, I'm going to talk about my influences a little bit more too. Jay and Silent Bob, hands down, probably the biggest. The Clerks animation cartoon, probably one of the biggest. The band The Gorillas and the artist Jamie Hewitt, the biggest. Musical Buckethead, hands down. Primus. Deli Creeps. Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, Korn. Alien Ant Farm, POD. Nah, not really. I listen to all of that stuff though. Right when it was popular. All of that was popular. So this is set. The world is set around that same time. Oh boy. We can live with that. It's not a big deal. We'll just live with it. Woo! Dang, I'm almost done. Can't believe it. Can't even believe it. Zoe Renee, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. We just out here drawing today. There we go. You can see a little better. Bring it back. There we go. There we go. Kevin is done. We finally finished him. I started from here, worked that way. Pretty exhausting. But I've been working on this for the past, I don't know. I want to say I started it in August, but I could have started it in September, but either way. I know I started it when it was hot out still, so yeah. It's been that long. But that's the thing about these pieces. Some of them I start and I don't finish until a long time later, but I'm trying to break myself of that habit. That's why I like going live. I like going live and starting something and finishing it. I don't care if it takes me 4 or 5 days. I did this drawing of 11. Just started it Monday evening. And she turned out beautiful. Yeah. So you know what? I just start something and finish it. That's probably my main goal. I've been busy too. So yesterday I did this. Yesterday I did Jason on Friday the 13th, 2026. This one turned out really good. For that, someone requested on here, drawing request live daily. They requested Jujutsu Kaisen. I guess that's what you call it. This is Sukuna, I think. I think it's Sukuna. I don't know. I got a lot of anime nerds up in here, so if you know, you know. And then on the same day, I took this request as well. And this was Kira and Pokemon. I'm sorry, Death Note and Pokemon. This is Kira and Kira from Death Note and Pikachu from Pokemon. So, and it went over pretty well, you know, it was pretty cool. So yeah, I've been busy. Just whatever keeps you busy. Whatever's gonna keep you busy is what I always say. It keeps you from doing other things, other stupid things, or making other stupid choices. Let's not make stupid choices in our lives, shall we? I'm gonna flip it real quick and get this concrete. Now I want to make sure we got that line. Got this line. Can't see the lines. There we go. Sure we get every line and take it all the way to the edge. There we go. Now that's got to connect somewhere too, so I'm going to connect that over here. There we go. Very interesting. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We gotta pay attention to these too. So got one there, got one there. That one's hidden. That one's hidden. What the heck? So we got one here, one here. Hold on a second. Hold up. 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 Let me think. That one. Yeah, see, it checks out. There's one right there. A little split in the concrete. There we go. Nice. And from there to there. It's going to be right there. Another split. There we go. See how that looks. Hopefully it looked good. Okay, yeah, we're all right. Mm-hmm. There we go. There we go. Wow. Completed it, guys. Wow. Just the ink portion. Just the ink. Ow. Ow. looks pretty damn good. Looks pretty darn good, I think. A little side hole here. Just got Kevin done. It goes Kevin, Zeke, Paul, Mikey, Zetch, that's me, David in the middle, or Beans, we call him Beans. Call him Beans, and then we got Albert with the crown. And then we got Jerb kicking the hacky sack. And then we got Ben. Ben eating the noodles. Then we got the air tank. So air tank is ultra important. Ben eating noodles. We got Jerb. We got Albert. We got Beans. We got Zetch. We got Mikey. We got Paul. We got Zeke. And we got Kevin. That's the Texaco gang. They're called that because they're a gang and they hang out in front of the Texaco. So, I'm going to have to leave this black and white. That way I can get some photos of it. And then I can go back and color it digitally. I might leave it black and white, to be honest. I might experiment more with digital color. That would be really great. Can only get better at it, I guess. Okay, so maybe about 30 more minutes I'll stay on here. What can I do for 30 minutes? You guys gotta give me some ideas. This is Request Live, bro. Request. Let's do some requests. Come on. Come on, chat. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me some requests to do so I don't act like a fool. I am already, though. This dude's a fool, dude. This dude's a fool, man. Fool. Well, we can work on that, shall we? Hey, why not? We can work on Jeremy. Well, we can work on a little Jeremy. How about that? A lot of unfinished stuff. Ooh. I got one I can work on. Hell yeah, I got one I can work on. Yeah, I'm going to do this one. Holy shnikes, bro. That one needs to be done, though. I've got so much stuff. Oh, there goes everything. All right, whatever. Got some animatics here I can do. That's pretty cool. Animatics. Animaniacs. let's give you something to look at. Sorry, trying to figure something out. This piece definitely needs a lot of work. Mm. Mm. Heck yeah. Mm. Whew. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I was yawning. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. We just gotta get a little bit tighter. Let's go and zoom in. Let's go and zoom in a little so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. You guys see okay? You can see what I'm doing a little better. Mm. 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 Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Looks good enough. Looks good enough. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Zoe Renee. Hello. Looks good. Looks very good. let it flow, man. Just letting it flow. Don't look too horrible. Never mind. Not pushing nothing. Put a little cut. Always put the little cut in there, like so. Looks pretty good. Yep. Yeah, dude. That was cool. Yeah. Excuse me. Holy moly. Mm. 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 It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Mm. It is. Surreal designation number 1. I ate an entire Pringles can. Hell yeah. Oh, I've been known to devour a can or two at a time in my time myself. That's rad. I'm proud of you, dude. Super proud of you. What flavor? What flavor? That's what counts. Was it barbecue flavor? The barbecue's good. Tangy. It's nice and tangy. Or was it Cool Ranch? Or sour cream and onion? Sour cream and onion, dude. Or the uh-oh. There we go. Yeah. Shall we do it? Go to the nacho cheese flavor. That's what we do. Oh, yes. That's how we do it. Yeah. Yeah, there we go, baby. Mm. Mm. That's one way of doing it. Mm-hmm. Oh, excuse me. Literally dying. Don't know. Don't know why. Here we go. There we go. There we go. We got a few more people. Heck yeah, buddy. And then we're just going to change up the pen a little bit. And we're going to do the fetuses. The feet. Gotta do the fetuses. Sorry, it's like super up close and personal with my nasty looking fingernails. Mm. 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 Uh. Uh. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There you go. A little thinner on the hands. Use the thin pin. Use the thin pin. Use the thin pin. I'm coming up on 2 hours, folks. A few more moments, a few more minutes. Then I'm going to call it. Because we are just about done with this stuff. I've had just about enough. That looks pretty good. Woo! Well, I'm glad I got that one done. Just a couple more minutes. Just 2 more minutes. Try to get something to eat and then hang out for a little bit. Okay, let's zoom out a little. Go back to the original position. Okay. There we go. Starts right here in the middle. Whoa, brother. That's it. That's it. Pretty cool. Shaped like the star. Always wanted to do that. Got Albert and Zetch at the top. We got Jerb and Paul. And Betty Ann and Zeke. David and Ben. And Kevin and Mike. And the air tank. All right. Farewell, folks. Have a lovely evening.